Welcome back to Nation of Glory, the place where we celebrate the most inspiring and unforgettable journeys of Hollywood's brightest stars. Today, we take you into the life of a woman who has captured hearts all over the world with her raw talent, her honesty, her humor, and her fearless approach to storytelling on screen. She is none other than Jennifer Shrader Lawrence, one of Hollywood's most powerful and beloved actresses, whose journey from a small-town girl in Kentucky to an international superstar is nothing short of extraordinary. So sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the story of Jennifer Lawrence, a woman who turned her dreams into reality, and along the way, reminded us that being real is far more powerful than being perfect. Jennifer Lawrence was born on August 15, 1990, in Indian Hills, a quiet suburb of Louisville, Kentucky. Her father, Gary, owned a construction company, and her mother, Karen, ran a summer camp. Jennifer grew up as the youngest of three children, with two older brothers, Ben and Blaine. Being the youngest gave her a fiery, competitive spirit, but it also shaped her into someone who was never afraid to speak her mind, or fight for her place in the world. From an early age, Jennifer wasn't just another child. She carried within her a spark, a sense of energy and determination that made her stand out. She often said she never felt like she fit in at school. While other kids enjoyed gossiping, playing sports, or fitting into cliques, Jennifer found herself restless. She wanted something more. She wanted to live a life bigger than the small town she called home. It was during her childhood that Jennifer discovered her love for acting, not on a big stage, but through playing make-believe at home and performing in local church plays. She wasn't shy about showing her personality, often turning heads with her natural comedic timing, her willingness to take risks, and her ability to transform into different characters effortlessly. Her parents, though skeptical at first, realized that their daughter had something special. When she was 14, fate intervened in a way that would change her life forever. During a family trip to New York, Jennifer was spotted by a talent scout who recognized her natural charisma and encouraged her to pursue acting. At first, her parents hesitated. Hollywood seemed like a faraway dream, and the entertainment industry was intimidating. But Jennifer's determination was unstoppable. She knew this was her calling. She begged her parents, convinced them, and soon, she found herself taking her first steps into a world that would test her, challenge her, and ultimately, define her. Her early days weren't glamorous. She auditioned for roles, faced rejection after rejection, and struggled to prove herself in an industry that often overlooked newcomers. But what set Jennifer apart was her persistence. She didn't want fame for the sake of fame. She wanted to act, to tell stories, to embody characters that would touch people's hearts. That fire inside her kept her moving forward. Her first big break came in television, with a role on the sitcom, The Bill Engvall Show in 2007. Jennifer played the teenage daughter, Lauren Pearson, and even though the show itself didn't last long, critics and viewers couldn't ignore her performance. She had this raw authenticity, a way of making her character feel real and relatable. That was the start of something greater. But it wasn't until 2010 that Jennifer Lawrence's career truly skyrocketed. She landed the role of Ree Dolly in the independent film Winter's Bone. At just 19 years old, Jennifer carried the entire film on her shoulders, portraying a young woman in rural Missouri fighting to protect her family while searching for her missing father. The role was gritty, heartbreaking, and demanding, but Jennifer's performance was nothing short of breathtaking. Her work earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, making her one of the youngest nominees in history. Overnight, Hollywood had a new star. From there, Jennifer's journey only grew more powerful. She wasn't just the girl from Kentucky anymore. She was Hollywood's new face of talent, a force to be reckoned with. Soon after, she was cast in the blockbuster franchise The Hunger Games based on Suzanne Collins' best-selling novels. As Katniss Everdeen, Jennifer became a global icon. The character of Katniss, brave, selfless, strong, yet deeply human, was brought to life through Jennifer's unshakable performance. Audiences connected with her in ways few characters had before. She wasn't just playing a hero on screen, she was becoming one off-screen, inspiring millions of young fans to embrace courage and resilience. The success of The Hunger Games was phenomenal. The franchise grossed billions of dollars worldwide, and Jennifer became one of the most recognizable faces in the world. But what made her different was that fame never really changed her. She still laughed loudly in interviews, tripped on red carpets, and made fun of herself in moments when other stars would try to look perfect. Her authenticity was refreshing, and people adored her for it. Jennifer's career balanced both blockbuster hits and critically acclaimed dramas. Around the same time she was portraying Katniss, she was also collaborating with director David O. Russell in films that showcased her incredible range. In Silver Linings Playbook opposite Bradley Cooper, Jennifer played Tiffany Maxwell, a widowed woman struggling with her own emotional wounds while forming a connection with a man battling his mental health. Her performance was raw, vulnerable, and magnetic. In 2013, at the age of 22, Jennifer won the Academy Award for Best Actress, becoming one of the youngest winners in Oscar history. Her career continued to soar with films like American Hustle, Joy, and her role as Mystique in the X-Men franchise. But beyond the awards, beyond the billions her films earned, what made Jennifer truly stand out was her ability to connect with people. She wasn't untouchable or distant like many Hollywood stars. She was relatable, a celebrity who wasn't afraid to be real. In interviews, she spoke openly about her struggles, about body image, about the pressures of Hollywood. She reminded young women everywhere that it was okay not to be perfect, that strength comes from embracing who you are, not who others expect you to be. She fought for equal pay in Hollywood, becoming a voice for fairness and equality in an industry where women were often undervalued. Her journey hasn't been without challenges. Fame brought intense scrutiny, criticism, and moments of personal struggle. But each time, Jennifer faced those storms with honesty and grace, showing resilience that only deepened the admiration people had for her. Away from the spotlight, Jennifer has also focused on her personal life. Known for her close relationships with her family and friends, she has always stayed grounded. In 2019, she married Cook Maroney, an art gallery director, and later welcomed her first child. For Jennifer, happiness was not just about red carpets and awards, but about building a life filled with love and meaning. What makes Jennifer Lawrence's story so powerful is not just her rise to fame, but the way she has remained true to herself in a world that constantly pressures stars to conform. She has shown us that you can be strong and vulnerable, glamorous and goofy, fearless and flawed, all at the same time. Her journey from a small-town girl in Kentucky to one of Hollywood's most respected and highest-paid actresses is a reminder that dreams are worth chasing, even when the odds are stacked against you. She has proven that success is not just about talent but also about authenticity, courage, and staying true to oneself. As we look at Jennifer's incredible career, we see more than just the awards and box office numbers. We see a young woman who believed in her dreams, fought through obstacles, and rose to the very top while staying grounded in her roots. She inspires us to embrace who we are, to pursue our passions, and to never be afraid of failure. And so, as we close this journey into the life of Jennifer Shrader Lawrence, we celebrate not just the actress but the person, the woman who continues to remind us that authenticity is a superpower, and that sometimes being yourself is the most revolutionary act of all. Thank you for joining us today on Nation of Glory. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with others who love powerful and inspiring journeys. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us bring you more stories of Hollywood's brightest stars. Until next time, keep shining and keep believing in your dreams.